To those of us on the outside, Hollywood often seems like a magical place full of beautiful people with fairy tale lives. In reality, it can be as seedy and creepy as the plots in some of the movies it produces. Here are some dirty secrets Hollywood tries to hide. The paparazzi swindle. While some celebrities genuinely hate the paparazzi, others know that having their pictures show up in tabloids and on gossip sites is the only thing keeping them relevant. According to Rolling Stone, Kim Kardashian, Britney Spears, and Tori Spelling regularly call the Pops to snap flattering pictures, while Lindsay Lohan allegedly got kickbacks for tipping them off. And Ryan Reynolds reportedly used paparazzi photos in a guerrilla-style product placement campaign showing the actor enjoying brands such as Burger King. During an appearance on Bethany, reality TV villain Spencer Pratt revealed that he called the paparazzi all the time. There's big money in there. Every photo you take, they are selling them to the tabloids, so if you partner up with them, you get a cut. We were making like $500,000 in photos a year. The pay gap. Though women have been complaining about being paid less than their male co-stars for years, the issue gained new traction when the infamous Sony hacks revealed email correspondence between Jennifer Lawrence and the studio regarding the startling salary discrepancies among the cast members of American Hustle. According to reports, Lawrence and Amy Adams received 2 points less on the revenue-sharing agreement than their male co-stars, Bradley Cooper and Christian Bale, despite the fact that both actresses arguably brought just as much star power to the film. Lawrence ended up penning a thought-provoking essay on the topic, while the legendary Meryl Streep revealed that even she still makes less money than some of her male co-stars. That's just crazy. Exploitation. Actors aren't just working for themselves. A small industry builds up around them comprised of agents, publicists, and producers. Unfortunately, this leads to exploitation, especially when it comes to child stars. Shirley Temple Black recounted in her book that at the age of 3, she was punished by a director for missing her mark by being shut inside a box where she had to sit on a block of ice. She also alleged that when she was 12, an MGM producer exposed himself to her during a meeting while her mother was in studio boss Louis B. Mayer's office being similarly harassed. And other stars of the era, such as Judy Garland, were famously manipulated with drugs. Some stars like Macaulay Culkin and Ariel Winter have even had to sue their own parents to escape financial exploitation. Worse, however, are pervasive allegations of the sexual exploitation of minors and children within the Hollywood entertainment industry. In 2014, the documentary An Open Secret featured numerous victims who claimed they were abused by pedophiles who used parties, drugs, and coercion to systematically prey upon young actors and actresses. Former child star Corey Feldman has been vocal about the abuse he and fellow 80s icon Corey Haim suffered, while Complex published a timeline of prosecutions against Hollywood sex criminals. Given how invested Hollywood seems to be in keeping this stuff secret, though, it's no wonder that many believe this is just the tip of the iceberg. Racism. Diversity was an issue in Hollywood long before the infamous #OscarsSoWhite campaign of 2016 that effectively changed the rules of Academy membership and prompted a leadership shakeup with a push towards more diversity among board members. For example, the Sony hack again provided a rare insight into the minds of Hollywood producers, and it wasn't pretty. In one case, Denzel Washington was singled out for not bringing enough international box office because pictures with an African-American lead don't play well overseas, while Sony chairwoman Amy Pascal and producer Scott Rudin joked about which black films were President Barack Obama's favorites. The simple fact is that until there's more diversity at upper levels, representation on screen is likely to always lag behind.
Well, I'm here at the Academy Awards, otherwise known as the White People's Choice Awards.
Animal cruelty. Audiences are familiar with the "no animals were harmed during the making of" disclosure that accompanies the credits of every movie and TV show starring a non-human, but not every production can make that claim. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the problem of on-set animal cruelty is worse than everyone thinks. The report cites a string of gruesome tales, including the near-drowning death of a tiger during the filming of The Life of Pi, the beating of a dog on the set of 8 Below, the squashing death of a chipmunk on the set of Failure to Launch, and, quote, the dozens of dead fish and squid that washed up on shore over 4 days during the filming of Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. Perhaps the most egregious example in recent years was the HBO series Luck, which was canceled just 2 episodes into its second season after 4 horses died during production. Supposedly, showrunners David Milch and Michael Mann were, quote, adamant about achieving realness for their horse racing series, which allegedly resulted in extreme conditions for the horses, as well as the suppression of outcry waged by on-set American Humane Association monitors. Investigations into the allegations were perfunctory at best, but thankfully HBO did the right thing and shut it down before any more animals were injured or killed. Hollywood Fixers. The Showtime series Ray Donovan thrust the idea of the fixer back into the mainstream discussion. But do Hollywood heavy hitters really employ teams of tough guy private investigators to do their dirty work and clean up their messes? The answer is yes. Kinda. Back in Hollywood's so-called golden age, fixers did actually do things like arrange cover-ups for the pregnancies of young starlets and allegedly even made rape charges against a powerful MGM executive disappear. These days, fixers are still around, but what they do is harder to figure, especially since much of it is illegal. According to The Independent, for instance, Anthony Pellicano, the PI to the stars, was arrested for sending threatening notes and a dead fish to a reporter. Although no celebs were ever directly linked to any of Pellicano's crimes, he was employed at times by stars such as Michael Jackson, Kevin Costner, Steven Spielberg, and Chris Rock, who testified at Pellicano's trial. That begs the question, what exactly was he doing for them? Guess you'd have to hire your own fixer to find out the answer. Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.